Welcome to DevCast episode 3. I'm Ethan.
And I'm Shy.
And today we're going to be reacting to the craziest Reddit stories that we can find on Reddit. So the first topic up today is, I let my old lady neighbor see me naked almost daily for a few weeks. Can't wait to dive deep into this one. Baby Shy right here is going to read it off for us and we're going to react.
On my little laptop. Okay. I don't know if y'all are ready for this because I know I'm not. But it says, I'm a fit male in my 20s and have a retired old woman, probably in her 70s, living on her own, living in a house opposite to mine. One night at around 5:30 p.m. after work, I was walking out of the bathroom naked in my house when I caught an old woman looking into my window while she was in her house. She kept looking as I was toweling myself off and went into another room. The next day, I see her staring into my open window at around 5:20 p.m. She didn't move away from her window for about 10 minutes, and I could clearly see her staring into my window. I did what I usually did and went to take a shower, came out, peeked out of the window, and she was still staring. I thought she was clearly waiting to see me naked, so I remained unclothed for the rest of the night while moving around my house, passing by the window a few times every hour. All the while, she was sat by the window watching TV while peeking through her window. This went on till about 10 p.m., and when I went to bed.
What do you think about that so far?
That's crazy. He's doing it on purpose then. That means he must... Sorry, but he must get, some type of arouse from an old woman staring at him.
It's validation, man. It's the masculine imperative. Like, who wouldn't?
A 70-year-old woman? Sorry, I can't talk today, but 70-year-old woman is crazy.
Baby, a woman's a woman.
Oh,
his
no,
eyes.
see,
men. He's just letting that thing swing helicoptering forward through the window.
Men. Y'all want to hear the last part?
Women. She's the one staring.
She's 70, okay? She got nothing better to do. She clearly ain't got a husband.
Maybe she do have a husband. He's just at work.
If she had a husband, she wouldn't be doing all that, I don't think. Alright, let's continue. It said, this continued on for a few weeks, almost daily. She would come to the window in the evening, and I would undress to give her a good show. Some nights, I would stand up to work on my computer for an hour or so, while she would stand at her window staring at me for long periods of time. I figured she was relatively lonely, and maybe the entertainment would keep her happy in her old age. Speechless.
Why he trying to flip it? He's trying to flip it to make it sound like he's not just as weird as she is. He's like, I thought maybe I was helping her out. Maybe I was turning the dust to water. Just like Jesus did with the wine.
Like, what? So you mean to tell me, I just want to know, like, would anybody else do this to make an old lady happy at her old age? That was kind of like him validating himself that that's the reason he should be doing that.
The world needs more helping hands, baby. Maybe if more men were like him, the world would be a better place.
No. You're sick. You're sick.
What's our next Reddit story going to be?
Okay, this one, husband and wife.
What's it about? Our next Reddit topic will be, my wife keeps sneaking out at night. I finally followed her, but now I regret it. It's gonna be good. What's UDY say? Get your Takis.
This shit gonna be good. Oh, hell. Okay, I don't know if y'all ready for this. I'm ready, but we're gonna see. And pause me at any moment, baby. Okay. There's nothing wrong with my marriage. Me and my wife have been peaches and cream since we first started dating when I was a freshman in college. We moved in together after graduation, and for the first few years, everything felt normal. We'd have our date nights, we'd have our intimacy, but of course, as is the case with every marriage, arguments were inevitable. They were escalated though. That was never our problem. The problem started when, after 5 years of living together, I started catching her sneaking out at night.
Where do you think she's going?
Oh, she gonna see another man.
She gonna suck something. The candy shop opens at 1 a.m.
She gonna see herself a little.
The adult candy shop. Once you get
After
past
5
like
years?
15 years
Yeah.
of age.
Because I feel like they always say, like, if you stop dating your significant other, especially after a few years, then there's always one, or both, that goes and does some trifling crap, okay?
Have you ever seen the ChatGPT thing? You ask ChatGPT, why would a man cheat? And then they blame it on the man. You ask ChatGPT why a woman would cheat, and ChatGPT starts giving 100 different excuses. Like, women cheat when they feel emotionally insecure. They're no longer going on dates. They're no longer doing XYZ with a partner. They're looking for that in somebody else. But either way, ChatGPT says a man just has to take accountability, and he's the reason why women do the things that they do.
That's just society. Women are always innocent.
Hell no! Women are the devil. What is it? Bobby, that woman is the devil. You ever seen The Water Boy? That is how it goes. Is it Bobby? Some shit like that. I don't know, man.
Okay,
Past
anyways,
my time,
now
man.
it's my
Getting
time
too
to
old.
continue. Alright, so now it says, she'd always wait until I was asleep. I know, because after a few times of me waking up in the middle of the night in an empty bed, red flags started popping up. At first, I didn't want to assume she was a smoker, maybe she was just having a cigarette, maybe she was just in the bathroom, she was hungry and in need of a midnight snack, anything to keep the dark thoughts at bay.
She was in for a midnight snack, alright.
I mean, I don't blame him though, like, he's trying to stay positive because they've been together for so long, and he's like trying to just give her the benefit of the doubt until he sees. I feel like he's waiting for proof, like to catch her in the act. You know how you always need more before you accuse someone? Like, you need to gather all the proof and evidence before you accuse someone.
There's a difference between being optimistic and being a complete retard. That's all I have to say. I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, like I said, trip to the candy store, my boy.
Alright. And then he said, unfortunately, those hopes were shattered when I started hearing the front door open before she came crawling back into bed. Sometimes she'd be gone for up to an hour, no cigarette smell in her hair or on her clothes. In fact, it seemed like she would change into a new outfit every time she came back to bed. The only clue I had were her feet. She was utterly ruining our sheets every time she did this. She can wash away mud a few times, but after a while, it's gonna stain.
Oh, you think she's sleepwalking? Maybe she's just sleepwalking. She's
But
only
why
gone
did
for
she
an
change
hour.
her clothes?
I don't know. Sleepwalkers do weird things. They're basically like creatures of the night, but human form. But possession. It's kind of like possession because they don't remember.
Now, I am kind of thinking that because it's weird, like, why would her feet be muddy if she's going to cheat?
You would clean if you were cheating.
Yeah.
And does he
It
mention her
reminds me of a
shaving or
movie.
not?
I'm not finished yet.
Oh yeah.
You're jumping to conclusions. Alright, I'm gonna finish then. Of course, I'd ask her about this, oftentimes while angrily throwing our comforter in the washing machine, and every time her answer was the same: I don't remember. It was laughable at first. I thought she was playing a joke on me. When I saw she was serious, I began to get concerned. Sweetie, it's a little hard for me to believe you don't remember being barefoot in the mud before coming home. Just tell me.
Sleepwalking.
That's when the tears would start. I am telling you, I don't know. As time went on, her late night endeavors began to take longer. It got to the point where I was unintentionally pretending to be asleep in order just to time her. 2 hours, 3 hours, sometimes 4. Something else that I noticed was that every single time she came back, her skin would be noticeably softer. Pimples would have seemingly disappeared. Eye bags would have cleared up overnight. I knew I had to follow her after that one night in particular. So where do you really think? I'm gonna pause real quick.
She gone to the dermatologist so her skin cleared up.
I don't think. Maybe it might be possession, or I don't think it's sleepwalking now because yeah, she doesn't remember, but I'm feeling like it's like some type of possession type of thing.
I don't know, man. I feel like I don't know how I feel.
All right, I'm gonna continue because you don't even know, baby. Okay. Skip this part out.
I would have been following her around this whole time if it were me.
Yeah.
I'm not over here staying up in the bed like, oh, I wonder where my wife's at.
I know.
She's been gone for 10 hours now.
He literally let it happen multiple times until all of a sudden he's like, oh yeah, maybe I should start following her.
After that one night.
I'll follow you after the one night. Shit.
I would have followed you. I would have been looking at your location as soon as I saw you were going the first time. What the hell?
Alright, and then it says that she had a little mishap in the kitchen that day and sliced her hand open. I remember being certain that she needed stitches, but she insisted on just bandaging it up herself. The day went on as usual. 12:30 in the morning rolled around. I felt her get out of bed. I heard her footsteps leading toward the front door. The door opened and shut. She returned 2 hours later, muddy feet, new outfit, softer skin. The next morning, her hand was healed. She tried to gaslight me into believing that the cut hadn't even happened. Somehow, I was the one not making any sense. I was at my boiling point. That's when I made my decision. She didn't sneak out that night, nor the night after. It was actually a week later when I could finally follow through with my plan. It was late, maybe 2 a.m. I felt the bed shift. I heard the springs pop. The sound of her footsteps scurrying toward the front door let me know that it was time. I tried to move as quickly and as silently as possible, but by the time I reached the front door, she was already at the edge of the forest.
Bro, first off, all I have
She's possessed.
I think she's possessed at this point.
100%.
Secondly, this man really took the time of his day. Those 4 or 5 hours that she was gone, he must have been typing up on Reddit. Because, dude, this is the longest Reddit post ever.
I know. It's just like
this is a whole diary.
I need him to just get to the point, for real. And I don't know if he ever will.
Okay, we don't have that much left.
Okay, she was running unnaturally fast into the woods. Like she had taken the route 100 times before. I could barely keep up, especially while trying to remain hidden. We must have run for at least a mile or two, deeper and deeper into the forest before she began to slow down. To a jog, then a speed walk, then to a regular walking speed. She glanced around, scanning her surroundings. I hid as best as I could. There were a few moments when I swore she could see me, but I guess I was wrong. She kept walking. I kept following. I started noticing some of her clothes scattered around the soggy forest floor. Tank tops, pajama pants, bras, panties.
No.
She began adding onto the scattered clothing with each step, moving her top and bra, stripping out of her pants and underwear. Finally, we reached the stopping point, and for the first time this night, something other than my wife grabbed my full attention. It looked like snake skin, but human, like discarded exoskeletons, and there were dozens of them. Some dangled from branches, some were partially buried by leaves. Most of them just littered the ground. I stifled aghast and returned my attention to my wife. She was making this clicking sound with her throat. Her head was pointed toward the sky, and she kept cocking it back and forth like a rooster. The movement got more and more jagged. Her knees started bouncing. Her body looked like it was convulsing, but she didn't seem to be in pain. With each bounce, her skin loosened more and more. Flakes the size of pine cones began falling from her body. The sound, my God, the sound. It was exactly like the sound that Velcro makes. I wanted to vomit, but I couldn't. Not now. She just kept going.
You know what I want to say about that? Is that it reminds me of the lizard people. I was going to say the lizard people. Because have you ever seen the videos of Nicki Minaj back in the day during the Roman's Revenge album?
No.
Have you ever seen the Justin Bieber video where he blinks and it looks like lizard or snake eyes, and then he blinks again, and people were trying to blame it on the camera, and they're like, sometimes that happens. There's this belief in the world that like the Illuminati has lizard people out there in the world. I
just think it's possession. Like, only a possessed person would do something like this. I'm sorry. And like she says, she doesn't remember, so she has to be getting possessed by something, and it's already just in her. And then all of a sudden, boom, she comes back to her normal self when she goes back home.
No, that'd be a reptilian, buddy. Reptile.
See?
Lizard person.
And then you said she cracked her joints. Like, this whole process was nothing more than a workout to her. She raised her hands high above her head, stretching her body before letting out a relieved ah, and rolling her neck. My weight shifted. A stick snapped beneath my foot. My wife's head snapped in my direction, and my heart stopped. She began approaching, her glare intensifying with each step. When she saw me, her face fell. She looked like she was the one who had just seen a monster. Our eyes locked. My lips quivered. I didn't know what to expect. She stared at me for a long while, analyzing me before she finally spoke. Okay, look. Can we please just talk about this when we get home?
Bro, we're gonna leave us on a cliffhanger. He's a writer. This story never happened.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. You don't just leave on a cliffhanger. He over there in his little diary writing. I really thought this was gonna be a cheating story.
I know.
Until I heard about the mud in the bed.
And then I was like, oh, it's gonna be scary
possession.
or something. Yeah.
This is a horror story. I didn't expect, we expected the candy shop at 1 a.m., not the lizard.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know if we can talk about this.
My rape story. We're not going to talk about the rape stories, realistic hookup stories, what's your most embarrassing moments. That one could be good. We could quick fire if they got multiple.
Yeah, there's multiple.
Let's see if there's any good Reddit comments of people's most embarrassing stories.
When my mom went through my Google history when I was 14.
Oh yeah, Pornhub, XXX, Hamster RedTube.
What?
I was just gonna see.
No, you were right.
Something. Oh, I was right. I know. It's a video of Obama.
Corn.
Corn. Did they use a can opener?
Corn. Another person said, probably when I pissed myself in first grade and my classmates had to clean it up with paper towels. Have you ever peed yourself like in public on accident when you were younger?
No, but we were playing basketball at this kid's house one time. My cousin shit his pants. And he was running down the street holding his asshole. Dude, you could see the brown through his shirt. It was falling out.
Okay, y'all, don't judge me. I feel like I've told you this. Should I not share my most embarrassing story?
Tell him.
Okay.
We're waiting.
Because maybe not a lot of people will see this episode, so it'll just be out there for people.
You better hope nobody sees this episode. They're going to judge them out of you. You're going to get bullied for the rest of your life.
Alright, listen. One day we were in Target. I was with my sisters and my mom. My mom never let us go to the bathroom by ourselves. Okay, as a parent would, when you're young. I had to go. I had to go, number 2, real bad, okay? And I kept insisting. I'm like, I need to go. And when you're younger, it's just, you just accept your fate and you just wait. And I thought I could wait. I thought I could squeeze my ass cheek.
Before you continue any further, remember that everything on the internet stays forever. Even if we delete this video, even if nobody sees it, your next...
I feel like people can relate though. I feel like
your next job interview is going to pull this clip up and be like, you're the one that shit themselves. In Target, I remember you.
Okay, let me just validate this real quick. I was young. Okay?
15
and I
is
was
not young.
no. I was like elementary, bruh. Maybe younger, but I just remember like I had to go and we were checking out. The bathroom was right there. Y'all know when you see the bathroom, it's like all of a sudden you can't hold it no more because you know the bathroom is right there.
Dude, that's a real thing. It's like if you know a bathroom's there, all of a sudden your stomach is hurt and you feel it touching the ground, bro. You ready to go.
That's what I'm saying, and I just remember like all of a sudden, boom.
You know, if you work out your glutes, you can hold it longer. Because your muscles are tighter.
Okay, please. But all I'm going to say is, boom, it just came out, and I looked at my sister, and I was like, I pooped myself. And my sister was like, what the hell, and dragged me to the bathroom, and then I didn't know what to do, and luckily my mom was that parent who always brought us extra clothes in her purse. And
oh, so this happened a few times.
No.
This happened last week.
Bruh, don't lie. And luckily I changed and got cleaned up in the bathroom and everything was okay. I haven't shit myself since then, so.
Alright, that's the embarrassing moment.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay. Probably when my cottage adults. I live in a residential, went through my hidden...
Cottage adults? What
does that mean?
Like they live in a cottage?
You're just like
that,
too
like
old?
Scotland housing? What is it?
Okay, one says my tits were the screensaver on my family TV. I won't even explain how this happened. It's too mortifying to relive. What? You would have to make that on there yourself. That.
Yeah, how do you flash your titties?
No.
On your family TV. The screensaver, the brother did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Look what I found.
There's a little bit of a longer one. It says, wasn't that embarrassing for me, but when I was at the mall with my mom, she saw a window ad for Christmas ornaments and said, those are some big balls, as a joke, without knowing there was a man in the window staring at her while she said it. She repeated the story later to me at McDonald's and kept dying laughing to herself.
Over some chicken nuggets.
Okay, I'm not even gonna read the rest because it's stupid, but that's
she's going too much.
That's like actually hilarious though, honestly.
Man, oh man. We're gonna find one more story.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna call this. And we're gonna see y'all in episode 4 for more. Episode 4 will be about relationships and how we judge other people. Because we're very judgmental people.
Alright, okay, last one. Let's hope this one's good. My friend was sleeping over at my house. My parents and brother were all sleeping upstairs while we were downstairs watching TV, playing video games, and S. At around 1 a.m., he asked if this girl can come over. He really wants to get with this girl, and I don't want to turn him down, so I reluctantly agree on the condition that she's quiet. The three of us are hanging out, and I make some excuse to leave the room so my friend can have some alone time with this girl. I'm upstairs in my room when I start hearing loud moans. This is bad news for me, but great news for my friend. He's losing his virginity to a girl he really likes. I hear stirring the next room, and I know that their bout of loud lovemaking has woken my parents. The last thing I want is for my confused father to walk in on my friend effing this girl in my basement. What do? I go to Corn
Hub.
Click on the first video I see, crank that S up to 100 on my speaker and let it play for the 3 minutes that my buddy ended up lasting. My dad ended up coming into my
That's
room.
pretty good.
Discovering the source of the noise. I even threw in some fapping motion under the covers and awkwardly leaving. My buddy ended up having the best effing time ever, bro. But Jesus, there were some awkward glances exchanged between my parents and I the next morning.
Ultimate wingman. That has to be the ultimate. That's a real friend.
He's a real one. Like, he went to embarrass himself so that his friend wouldn't get embarrassed in front of his parents.
Not only that, he gave his friend the moment of a lifetime.
For 3 minutes.
That's an achievement. 3 minutes is also an achievement. He won 2 achievements. Bro, that's like unlocking the Xbox Game Pass for free.
That's a good way to end this. That's crazy.
That was phenomenal.
Yeah.
We hope you guys all enjoyed it. And as always, same table, different conversation. Remember, take it easy.